Weight matchup between Sugar Sean O'Malley and Ray Borg. All right, here he is for my money, Mike, the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. 2 years apart, these two fighters, with big differences in height and reach. How about some Bruce Buffer?
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Ray, the Chaz Mexican Devil Borg. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 16 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Lavigne.
Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
So here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. 2 of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Lands a knee to the... reach advantage there with that punch.
He's done.
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit, those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight. We sent it inside for the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 59 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that style between Sugar Sean O'Malley and Henry the Messenger Cejudo. The Olympic gold medalist, UFC flyweight champion, and again, you talk about work ethic. That conversation begins with the Messenger, Henry.
It absolutely does. As a young boy, Henry understood that he wanted gold bigger than any high school kid should chase. So he moved to the Olympic Training Center, and he trained with me as I was getting ready for the Olympic team prior as a little kid, because he knew winning an NCAA title wasn't enough for him. Ultimately, he became Olympic champion, the youngest in U.S. history, and now he's the UFC champion. What a career by Henry Cejudo.
Always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with big differences in height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Greco-Roman wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Henry the Messenger Cejudo! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
Veteran draws the assignment here.
Ready?
Round 1 is underway between one of the more well-rounded fighters in this division against maybe the best grappler in this division. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out stylistically.
Yeah, you would think that he would just avoid grappling at all costs because he seems to have a clear advantage on the feet. But we've seen guys fight with their egos before. Let's see how he approaches this matchup.
Single collar tie now.
Nice movement punch.
Well, we told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he might be out. Whoa! Wow, what a head kick. Big left. now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
Under 3 minutes to go in round one. Oh! Head kick. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet. Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by Sean O'Malley. Oh, nice job landing the knee there. He's got a lot of size for this division and put it to good use there.
That's a big strike right there.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Huge kick to the head. Whoa! O'Malley's has got full mount now. Unbelievable! And that'll do it! I should say so. A tremendous kick to end that fight tonight. Caught his opponent flush, full force, full extension, and he had no chance to stay in this fight. Fight was over as soon as that kick made flush contact. The official decision is now in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 27 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Well, there will be no shutting that smell off. Next, it's a bantamweight matchup between Sugar Sean O'Malley and Dominic Cruz. All right, so here's the former UFC bantamweight champion, Dominic Cruz. Injuries, of course, DC, have been a huge part of the narrative. Unable to compete in 2012, 2013, 2015, 2017. Didn't fight in 2018. He is back tonight, and he believes he is ready to present the best version today.
And when you talk about Dominic Cruz, you expect it because even when he's away, you know that he's prepared himself to give you the best version of himself. His series with Uriah Faber, The Bad Blood, is something that we will always look back to whenever we think of his career. But it's those big moments, those bright, shining moments to win over TJ Dillashaw after being away for years to reclaim the title. Those moments are the ones that will always stand out the most when you think about Dominic Cruz.
Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. All right, just about ready to go here now for the particulars. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, Dominic the Dominator Cruz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 16 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we've seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
Really? Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses.
Nice.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
And they both stand up. Just out of range with the big right hand. There as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Oh, he's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Knee to the body.
Oh, nice combination. He got him.
Oh, head kick attempt. It is blocked by Cruz. Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Oh, double jab there by Sean O'Malley. All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quick.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He's a phenomenal boxer with a
huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. Oh!
Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level.
Yeah, you can't be missing. It takes so much energy to just throw a strike, but to be whiffing like this, it only exhausts you, because every moment he's trying to throw to knock his opponent out, when you're just catching air, it doesn't feel good. It's also embarrassing. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment.
What an end to round one. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Nice. Everything is going perfect. You're striking, looking beautiful. Ready? Now fight, let's go!
All right, right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Cruises in half guard now. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Gets up again here, but hurting.
Follow-up attempt. Kill shot. Oh, he's hurt. He's going. He got it.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of it.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dominic the Dominator Cruz.
And there is the man of the moment, and what? Tonight, not a lot of body fat on this TJ Dillashaw, the former 2-time UFC bantamweight champion, and he will go down, DC, as one of the best 135-pound fighters of all time.
Across the board, people believe he's number 1A of 1 and 2 with Dominic Cruz. One of the best fighters this division's ever seen. A phenomenal wrestler, has very striking skills. The high kick that he landed on Kenneth Morale was something to behold early in his first UFC title fight. And then the finishing sequence in the second Morale fight was unreal. 20-something strike.
You ready? You ready?
Round 1 is upon us between two of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Oh! He's getting lit up right now, John. Good right here.
Oh, wicked nice leg kick there, DC.
Can't take too many of those.
See if he can finish. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. All right, half guard forward here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, attack the position, then posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Back to the feet now. Oh, he might be out. And that's going to do it.
He got it. What a performance.
Again, the winner here was so ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality, so if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, let's re-rack the highlight now, DC, and he's certainly going to enjoy watching this one back. The head kick was there early, it was there often, and ultimately ended the night for his opponent.
He found a weakness in his opponent's game. The left kick, over and over, he was able to land it. And he was landing the strikes, too, with his hands, but ultimately it was the kick that was hidden behind the punch that finished the fight for him.
The decision is inside the octagon. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 43 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Sugar Sean!